Hey folks, happy day and welcome to Google Training with Joel. Today we're going to talk about all of the different applications that are available to patrons to use to increase education, usability, and to improve patrons' overall quality of life. So the first thing we need to do is we need to create an account. So we are going to go to sign in. We're going to go to more options. And we're going to create an account. The Google account or Gmail account, which are synonymous, is a very easy process. You provide very little information, but the information that they take is very important, such as the phone number, so that if a patron gets locked out of their account, they're able to get back in with a message. So whenever you're helping someone, make sure they provide good, accurate information and help them through the whole process. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in for this training purpose. Okay, so I'm signed in and it took me back to the Google search engine. We can access all of our necessary applications from this page. If we look up here in the top right-hand corner, and the first thing we're going to talk about is Gmail. Now, we're not going to talk about it very much because it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's good to know. So Gmail is, of course, the email component of Google. It is very fast, very safe, and a lot of patrons prefer it because of its organization and the fact that it does not get hacked like other email accounts. So you have your customary compose to create an email. You can check boxes so that you can delete or archive, and you can also star to save, which is pretty much the overall function of the Gmail account. From here, I want to talk about what's called Google Drive. So we are going to go back to google.com, which is our hub. Going to come back up here to the top right-hand corner. And if we look, there are these tiny little boxes. And if we click here, we're shown all of the different applications that are available to us through Google. A while back, Google acquired YouTube. Now, we're not going to be talking about YouTube today because it's not a Google-specific application, but it's good to know that you can access YouTube from Google. But the next application we are talking about is Google Drive. I'm going to go ahead and click here. Now, Google Drive is, in essence, a cloud storage device through Google. Patrons are given 15 gigabytes of storage to begin with, and all of the information in your Google account, pictures, videos, documents, forms, everything is stored within the drive. So that's good to keep in mind. And you can do different things such as folders. You can upload files from your computer, or if you notice right here, we have Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. We can look specifically for documents from those areas. So say if you are going to be giving a presentation and you need access to the presentation from any computer, then you can upload it into Google Drive and access it from any computer. Okay. Very good. And whenever you open from Google Drive, it looks very similar to a Microsoft Office product. So this is a PowerPoint, or in Google language, it's a Google slide. And when it comes to the Google products, you have the ability to edit in real time and it saves the product automatically. So if we come over here to File, we see we can download as a PowerPoint, we can download it as a PDF, PNG as an image, we can publish to the web, we can email collaborators, which means we can send a link to somebody else so that they can have access to the document and they can work on it as well. So it's multifaceted. But the next application that I want to talk about is Google Docs. So we are going to go back, to our applications. We're going to hit More. And right here we have Google Docs. Now, like I was saying earlier, Docs is the equivalent to Microsoft Word. So whenever we click a blank document, it is going to look very similar to a word processing document. The main differences between a Microsoft Word document and a Google Doc are that a Google Doc saves automatically. So if I type we can look and see that it is saving, and all changes were saved in the drive, in the cloud storage version of Google. So this cuts out a lot of the headache of potentially losing a document, not knowing where it's stored. Google does it automatically, all in one place. Now, you might be asking yourself about compatibility with Google Doc to other programs. And like I was showing you with the slides, you can download it as a Microsoft Word document or an open doc, rich text PDF. So you have a lot of different options. Also, if we come up here to comments, add a comment, we can do what is pretty much track changes in Microsoft Word in Docs. Now, the nice thing is, if we share it with someone, then they will be able to see our comments and they will be able to add to it. Okay. And the last application through Google that I wanted to show you is Google Forms. And the way we're going to access that is typing in forms.google.com. And that's a fun trick. So if we type in slides.google.com, it will take us directly to Google Slides, which is the equivalent of PowerPoint. If we do sheets.google.com, it will take us directly to Google Sheets, which is the equivalent of Microsoft Excel. So if we remember just to put whatever we're looking for .google.com, it will take us directly to our version of that. So real quick, I want to talk to you guys about Google Forms. Google Forms is a survey component of Google. It's kind of like SurveyMonkey, except for it is completely free. And you can log your responses. If we come right here, we can create a new spreadsheet that will log all of our data. So that was a crash course on all of the different Google applications. If you guys have any questions or comments, just let me know. Thanks so much.